Hello.
Hello.
Looks like we're the only ones on time.
Seems like that. Oh, we have Eric now.
Hello. Who's usually the host? Is it Josh or?
So this is my first time here, so I never hosted this. I was here to introduce myself, so I don't have, I have no idea about how the process is going.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same with me. So also just waiting for what's going to happen.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, has the meeting ended?
No, it hasn't started yet. I think we are still waiting for the host.
Okay. Actually, in the doc, I'm seeing that the already today's basically today's points have been mentioned. So I was thinking whether it has entered or not. Do you have the doc with you? Because the timing on the doc suggests it has started last hour.
You mean at 15 UTC?
Yeah, because if you just see the doc, on top of the doc, the timings have been written. So on the
Oh.
timing, basically,
8 a.m. Hmm.
yeah, that's the thing. And now it's 9 a.m. I think.
Oh, so the meeting is, oh, okay, I got your point.
Yeah, I also missed it. That's why I just got my notification for this meeting, but I saw in the doc today's meeting, all the points have been already been mentioned here.
Okay.
I also pinged Josh, but he has not replied yet.
Okay. All right. Yeah, thank you for pointing us to that. So maybe next time we can join early and yeah, adjust the meeting time. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Progress.
Hey, Josh.
Oh, hey, Alex. How you doing? Or
Hi.
Alex.
I'm doing good. Alex is fine. You can just call me Alex.
Yeah, I got your text, so I figured I'd jump on and at least say hello.
Yeah, funny. I use the time given at the tag app delivery repository, which says 16 UTC, which
Yeah.
is 11 minutes ago. And it
This
looks
is
like
always, this 1 week is everyone always messes up. So
yeah, it looks like two other people had the same issue. So
oh, they did.
two
Darn it.
others joined as well at the wrong time at 7. So right now. So I missed it. Oh
Did-
no.
Oh, well, it's okay. There was actually, so were other people here?
Yeah.
Oh,
One
darn.
was called Avik,
Mhm.
and a woman. Now I forgot her name, but I think she wrote a message in the Slack. No, not a message, but Hiba Ilayoti.
Oh, darn. Well, I'm sorry we missed, folks. Yeah, I would have come on later. I didn't realize. So that's just an ongoing issue, and sorry about that.
I mean, so did you do the meeting or was it not
It
happening?
was just
at
me
all?
at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
So that's why I just shared the agenda out and went from there.
Okay, maybe if you still have time, we could ping the other two people that joined, and maybe we can just do it now if you have the time.
Yeah, I'll post on, how do you want to?
Maybe in the tag app delivery. So
Yeah,
I
I
know
can
that
write something there.
I'm not sure about Avik, but Ashur Hiba is in the channel.
Mm-hmm. I'm just writing
Avik
something.
Kundu, that's probably him. Yeah, they try to eliminate the time savings and time changes in Europe, but they don't make any progress with that.
Yeah, we're stopping to change the time, the clocks here next
Yeah,
year,
it's a
I
good-
think.
Yeah, I'd be happy if that would happen here as well. It's just confusion for everyone.
Okay. All right, I posted in there. Yeah, I mean, I'll open up the notes and we could take notes. The main things were I wanted people to take a look at, your Clue Cuddle stuff. I haven't had a chance to go through, but I hope to soon. I'm looking for some help with the platforms Ouija paper. Call that to people's attention, and then there's some, Potato Head, both your issue and a couple other ones that had opened there. So that was I'd kind of put that on the agenda. But is there other things you wanted to discuss?
From my side, it's mainly the Clue Cuddle thing.
Yeah, I feel like if you want to present that to everybody, we should probably, put it on the agenda beforehand and let people know. Maybe the next one, that's in 2 weeks. Would be a good time. Although I won't be here on that, but that day I'm traveling. But yeah, you could do it then. We could make sure Thomas is going to be there.
How does it usually work? Should I add that to the agenda, or are you going
Yeah.
to do that? Or
yeah, you want to just put it on the agenda for next time and maybe post it. Well, you did post in the thing, so we could just I'll just make sure that Thomas or somebody will be there next time to take notes and record it and everything.
yeah, I'll add it again and then.
Oh, I see. You put it at the top there. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just put it in the main thing that you're going to present. Did you want to present today? I mean, it's just us two, so maybe better to wait.
It depends on you if you want to. I mean, the alternative is to just look the videos that are also posted. Because if I would present now, I would basically do the same thing that I did there.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think I'm fine. Give me a little more time to review asynchronously. And then you could present, you'll get, I'd rather you have a couple more people here.
Yeah.
Wait till next time.
Makes sense.
So I'll write you down, present Clue Cuddle. Go to block.
And if you get a chance to review the Potato Head pull request till that point, then it's, how to say, you might have more questions than if I would just blindly present it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be happy to take a look. I'm planning to. Still kind of catching up from last week.
I can imagine. As I noted, I've been at the KCD in Munich, and
yeah,
that's already enough to be to need at least 2 days. And KubeCon, I think it's a different level.
It's good to. I was thinking about Conway's Law and how I think Martin Fowler posted something about a couple weeks ago. How if you have disparate teams, you better plan on disparate components, and in the open source community, the fact that none of us have met for so long meant that there's just so many similar projects kind of proceeding in parallel. So it was good to just kind of finally bring people together and find some synergies. So now there's, what comes next. I haven't gone deep into Clue Cuddle yet, but my goal will be to kind of see where it fits in the picture.
Yeah.
Hi, Hiba. Hi, Avik. Sorry that there was I was on an hour early, so.
And no worries at all. Hi, nice to see you.
Hello.
Yeah, but I don't want to miss the chance to talk to people that actually can attend. So there's not a huge agenda today. There was just, calling attention to a few of the things that need eyes.
So Josh, this is my first time to attend this meeting, so I just wanted to start getting involved, how I can help, how this is working, like if you can just help me.
Yeah, so that's actually exactly. So I kind of I just posted up the notes from the latest meeting. The group tends to kind of come and go in terms of how busy it is, especially when there's some big projects coming in. So, right now, Clue Cuddle, was brought in. We could use some eyes on what Alexander contributed, both in Potato Head and the submission in the Sandbox repo. In general, Potato Head, that's actually kind of how I got started. It's a library of scenarios for delivery. There's opportunity to kind of add a couple things there or make sure that it's complete. So if you want to look at those issues, I put that on our list. And then I'm seeking contributors. This is more my platforms Ouija, which we're meeting next Wednesday, but trying to define the core capabilities of a platform, really, like at a technical level, getting away from the hype, obviously. But we kind of started doing that in the little meetup we had at KubeCon. We kind of posited, here's 6 or 7 different capabilities, tried to bring in a few people to talk about each and find some synergies. But now we kind of, I would like us to get something done in the next couple months, to put a stake in the ground. So I'm looking for input on that. Yeah, that's kind of what I have.
Okay, so it works like we have some action items related to a specific topic, which this time is the kubectl requests that you sent over there, and they do, right? Potato Head, and you just are seeking the work group seeking coding or just coding, because I would love to have just coding contribution, but any other way to what are all the possibilities that we can make?
So the Potato Head is coding, yes, but the platform engine, defining a cloud native platform is more writing, and iterating together on what are the components, like in that doc, which is linked, this platform engineering doc, which I can post in here. There's a couple different brainstorms going on. So I just posted that in here. In general, kind of the purpose of the tag is to help projects find their place in the CNCF landscape. And at the same time, 2 other functions, like kind of introduce projects to each other. I kind of see us as like community of communities, like make sure maintainers are aware of what other maintainers are doing and facilitate introductions and synergies. And then so there's towards the projects, and then the other side is towards the users. Like one of our roles is bringing user feedback to the project, kind of like PMs, so that like Alex and you or anybody else that's working on a project, can learn from the end users. So that's why we have like project presentations, like we did Acorn a couple of weeks ago. We had Carvel a week ago. Others have Humanitech presented their score thing last week. And hopefully, Alex, you can present Clue Cuddle the next time.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah, thank you. That was helpful.
Yeah. So I guess the main work that I'm focused on is in that stuff, like organizing the projects and bringing user feedback in around platforms. I also help with the tag all up, but I'm focused on that platform space.
Yeah.
I got a question in regard to the presentations. How much time do you usually spend with one presentation?
About 20, 25 minutes, you know.
And my understanding is there are recordings, but they are not published, right? Of the previous ones.
There are recordings and they should be published. It's a volunteer thing, so we sometimes struggle with that. I was just actually reaching out to Alois and Thomas to see if they could help with that. I'm working on making the process, there's sometimes a little bit more process than there should be, but like now I have access. I've actually been pushing for that. So, you know, making sure that the meeting schedule's updated, like today, like I could have, if we had an official calendar, then I wouldn't have been an hour off. It's a little confusing. And the same thing with the meeting stuff. If I need to get access to the YouTube channel or wherever this stuff is getting saved, which I don't have right now, but I can find out and we can get it. Actually, I'll put that on the list. I'll put that in the notes. Let's figure out how to get it.
Because I'd be quite interested in the Archon and what was the last one? Carvel presentations.
Okay, let me write that down. I'll follow up on that. Process meeting videos. Publish. Yeah, we also have a couple from the tag meeting that we had at KubeCon last week. Carvel again, also Victor and I talked about Crossplane and Kubernetes as a platform. There were a couple other ones there too. So yeah, open feature. So we have those recordings. Alois has them. So we just have to get them processed and uploaded.
Yeah.
So I'll start another thread here in the chat, and I'll ping Alois and ask him to follow up.
Cool.
Yeah, otherwise, I guess, you know, nice to meet you, Hiba, and all of you, I guess. I didn't even give you a chance to introduce yourself. I was a little flustered because I missed the time. If you want to, you know, share what you are looking to do here, or you know, ways you want to contribute.
Am I audible?
Everyone jump in. Hey,
Yeah, so
Avi.
basically I was looking for, yeah, so basically hi Josh, hi Alexander, hi Eva. So I was basically looking for some tag groups in which I can learn some platform engineering stuffs, because I have been exploring some of the CI/CD tools as well as some of the observability tools in the past, and now I wanted to learn some of the platform engineering tools. Like I first came across Keptn. I was actually working to solve some minor bugs in that code base, so that interested me towards the project. And finally, in the KubeCon last week, I came across this tag app delivery team, as well as I was exploring Carvel and also some of the other tools, which I found all are mentioned in the documentation of this team. So I think that most of the tools that I am looking for to learn and work with in this team, we discuss all those things. Therefore, it is the best place to be. And of course, I work at Red Hat, and in the OpenShift team, I basically work with the developer experience of the developer console of the OpenShift.
Yeah, it would be really interesting to get your take on those projects and how you fit them together in OpenShift or in other places. Like I said, like kind of the goal of the tag is to rationalize, or one of those is rationalize all the projects. So if you have, you know, some takes on that, be interesting to share or hear.
Yeah, I can go first. I'm Heba. Nice to meet you all. I think I've already met Josh in person last week. So yeah, it was great. So basically, I'm trying to find my way to get involved in the right or appropriate tag for me, and try to help the community as much as I can. maybe by coding, which would be great, by just, like going through different projects and see, like each project, what is the, like can provide, and, like the missing areas and how we can help here. Yeah, and I forgot to mention, I work for Microsoft and AKS team. So I'm full-time dedicated to anything related to Kubernetes. And I love open source and I love helping the community. So anything that can help, great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Eba. I mean, there's definitely a couple things I've been looking at Microsoft, like Dapper. We had some of the Dapper folks chat with us last week. Been talking about your equivalent of ACK, Azure Service Operator, and how that fits into Crossplane and things. Yeah, I don't know, it'd be great to, I'm an old Microsoftie too, actually. I worked there for a while. It'd be great to have Microsoft's participation. I did post, I mean, the most active stuff right now in the group is the platform stuff. So I did post right now the link to the Ouija platforms group, where I did put up, you can look at the pinned item there where it's kind of all the stuff that we're looking at, which is that paper, which is the priority for me. But then I also posted like 4 areas that, maybe I could use help if you all want to pursue kind of, seeking synergies or identifying projects. I put up those 4 categories, which, kind of came up for me last week at KubeCon. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking that let's define, the 10 core capabilities of a platform, whether, observability, like you said, Avik, and resource provisioning, cross-plated, things like that, identities. I don't know, there's a lot of different parts. But within each of those, like resource composition was one that, really came up for me last week with Kratix, and a couple of people from the Kratix team talked to us. Crossplane was, very popular. People were talking about service catalogs, with kind of reduced or projected APIs to make life easier for their app devs. Yeah, so that seemed, I mean, even like to me, I think of like Azure's Resource Manager and the functions that it has for, composing a lot of resources and exposing them more simply. There's a lot of things that we could compare. So that kind of thing. If somebody wants to pick up, it's kind of self-driven, but there's not really a standards body or conventions body for cloud. So if somebody, wants to pick up and run and kind of help these projects be aware of each other, or reduce, it's all about reducing cognitive load, I feel like, for our end users, the platform engineers that are, using 20 different projects and trying to, even for themselves, trying to, understand what fits where. So. Alex, I didn't give you a chance. I just kind of, because you have Clue Cuddle. So, but do you want to share, is there anything else you want to share with us?
Not really. I mean, I can introduce myself. Maybe I should do that.
Okay.
My name is Alex. I'm a self-employed software developer, contractor, and consultant, and putting a lot of time and effort and resources into open source development. One of the tools that I'm mainly developing is the Clue Cuddle tool. I call it the missing glue to put together large deployments, composing of Kustomize and Helm, and managing everything in a way that it's manageable again. And yeah, this tool, I believe it's a pretty stable and usable tool already. And I'm at the point where I start to kind of promote it and try to figure out how it fits into the CNCF landscape. Then I figured out, okay, there is the tag app delivery, for example, which is probably the first point to get in contact with, which I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
I did the sandbox application just a few days ago. And
nice.
Yeah, and I'm actually the second one doing the application through the issue system, which is nice. I did a demo. Inside the Slack channel is a link to the demo that can be watched. I did a implementation in the Potato Head delivery scenarios. So Avik, you seem to be interested in such scenarios, so maybe you can also look into it if you're interested. I think the Potato Head is actually one of the best projects allowing to compare everything, because it's very hard to figure out what all these different delivery tools are doing, how they are doing it, where the differences. And this is the first project where it's actually visible, like, okay, this is how you do it with plain customize, and then there is Helm, and then there is Flux, and then there is this and that. And it's the first time really being able to compare the same thing done in different styles. So yeah. Yep, so that's basically why I'm here.
Thank you. And thank you for that feedback on Potato Head. Yeah, that when we know that people are using it, I've seen it in a couple like LinkedIn posts and stuff, that's encouraging, because it's yeah, there's a couple things that we could use there. Actually, I was even talking with somebody before KubeCon about like Acorn, and what was the other one? Maybe Porter, like how we would bundle up, because there's the microservices one, which is not really a directory to image mapping. So like build packs or S2I, which is Red Hat's tech on that, aren't natural fits. So I'd be curious, like if these other new bundlers could help. And that, yeah, I like what you just said, like it gives a chance to compare apples to apples.
Exactly.
So yeah, if people are looking to contribute code, that's a great place. And I could use some more maintainers right now. You know, Thomas and Alois will help there too. And I'll try to get to stuff. And if you can, I mean, we could, if you contribute enough, we could help you become a maintainer too. And
I mean, just if you think I can help in some way, just reach out. I can also do the reviews. I can test stuff, or fix stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, the last couple issues that I just think of that I had put up now for, because somebody had asked me, we don't really, there's two things. One, we don't have a scenario for demonstrating delivery of just like a single app, because we took that out on the microservices one. But even if, you know, we don't necessarily expect people to deploy a single app, you know, monolith, but a single repo as a single service or a single component is kind of valuable. So that's one of the recent issues that I opened. That's pretty simple, probably just doubling the kubectl, Helm, and Kustomize examples, but applying them for the single service, because right now they're just for the microservice. And then the other one is we don't really have examples of build. Interestingly, like the build happens through a GitHub action and it bundles up an image and puts it into GitHub container registry. And then all the delivery scenarios are based on the existing container images. And I didn't even think about that until somebody's like, hey, where's your examples of build? I'm like, oh, I guess that's in the GitHub workflow. So, you know, I maybe it's a new folder next to delivery, like builds or something like that. But
you mean,
you know,
like
the basic like build. Yeah.
You mean like different kinds of pipelines doing the actual building from local, building through a makefile, building through actions, or what do you mean?
Yeah, like build packs or like source to image or whatever everyone else has, you know, Docker. As source to image is Red Hat's. That's why I keep thinking of it. It's called S2I. It's okay. Build packs is probably more interesting. But then Acorn and an image package from Carvel and Porter and CNAB, like how would those, which we haven't updated, there is a Porter folder there, but it hasn't been updated. Those would be interesting to add too. So I guess those are two areas in Potato Head that could use some eyes, some work.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of work and the good work actually. So there's a lot of varieties to just pick. And this is great actually. Yeah, I will try to find you know, like my first, you know, like the always like the first time is the hard time. once you get started, everything would be easy after that. So I believe I will pick one of the issues you mentioned, and I will just let you know.
That would be awesome. There is a channel for Potato Head here too, if you wanna,
Oh, really?
yeah, I'll
Let
paste
me
it in,
find it.
yeah.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, just join
Yeah.
it. Okay.
So, yeah,
By the
I
way,
posted where we saw it.
Do
Yeah.
you know if it's okay to just create channels in the CNCF Slack?
Can you without?
Yeah, everyone can do that.
Oh,
Well, I have
I-
some special rights that I don't know of.
That's an Amy question. Amy Scavarda Perrin. So yeah, if you create one and she doesn't like it, she'll probably tell you. So I don't know.
I mean, I created one for my project. Most
Oh, you
obvious
did?
thing to do for
Okay.
me. Yeah. So first I was like, okay, maybe I should ask someone, but in the end, I have the opinion that if a system allows you to do that, then it's probably how it was meant to be. And if not, it should be fixed. So
Yeah, CNC, I mean, what I found is if you can step up and then help out CNCF, the technical side of it could use some help. In fact, like, I don't know, I guess, it'd be interesting to hear what your takes on it are, but sometimes I think of CNCF as like the PM side of Kubernetes. Like we're trying to rationalize all these projects and products together. Yeah.
yeah, interacting with the CNCF is quite new for me, to be honest. So far, I mean, I think it's the typical story, just using projects from the CNCF, but figuring out what it actually means to join the CNCF and contribute and what is it called when you completely give a project to the CNCF? Forgot the English word for it.
I don't know. They used to be called donating, but that might
Donating,
be
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
that sounds very altruistic. I'm not sure it's only that. But yeah, I mean, this partly me trying to make it more than, I mean, right now it's kind of a flat structure. You come in and there's some basic stuff that you get, but trying to find synergies and rationalize it. It's kind of what the platform's movement is in general. I kind of feel like. Okay, well, it was really nice to meet you all, and I hope to see you asynchronously, offline, online. I'm around. You can, ping me, DM me anytime. If I can help
Nice to
or
meet you.
guide you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Nice to meet you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Nice.
Bye.
Bye bye.